A few years ago, I gained over 50 pounds. I was out of shape, tired, and just frustrated with myself. But I lost the weight and I kept it off. Not for a few months, but for years. And since then, I've seen the same pattern over and over again with people that are trying to lose weight. So in this video, I'm giving you brutally honest fat loss advice. Not the friendly stuff, the stuff that actually works. Even if your discipline sucks, your life's busy, and you have failed before. And it might trigger some people, but that's exactly the point. Now let's talk about the real problem, the amount of trash advice out there. They tell you to cut out carbs, they tell you to go keto, they tell you to go carnivore, or even more convenient, just eat once a day. That kind of advice is being pushed currently. And then it breaks you within weeks. And then there is the next level of nonsense, such as fat-burning workouts, detox, or magic foods that will burn the fat off your body without you doing anything in return. Arguing over keto versus low carb versus eating windows, but none of that is why you're overweight. Let's be honest for a second here. You know what's holding you back. You want to lose weight, but you cheat way more than you should. You eat clean for a couple of days, then stress hits, you get tired, and food becomes your comfort. That's the main issue with most people that are trying to lose weight. They often jump from diet to diet, they don't try it nearly long enough, they have a weak moment, and they simply abandon the plan. And if you want to do it right this time, you need to realize one thing. There is no such thing as quick fat loss. We all have our weak moments. We all get tired. You can't avoid that. But what you can do is setting up your surroundings in a way that simply limits your options. Keep junk food in one drawer. Keep healthy food in your sight, such as a fruit basket on the table, fresh veggies in the fridge. You simply make the right choice the easy choice. The second thing, stop believing the BS advice that you see online. As I said, there is no such thing as quick fat loss, and doing things like cutting out entire food groups can even be dangerous. They give you this advice to feed your impatience. It's not about results. If you want real weight loss, stop chasing these shiny hacks. So what you should do, every 4 weeks you replace one of your meals with something healthy and you stick to it. It doesn't matter if it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And after you have that in check for 4 weeks, that's when you start working on the rest. Do that for a few months and your habits change without force. Listen, here's some real honesty. All those lose weight fast videos, get rid of your belly quickly, and all of that kind of nonsense is simply a lie. Long-term fat loss starts with accepting that this may take longer than you expect. And I'm not talking about weeks, I'm talking about months. Listen, if you quit because it isn't working yet, you were never committed to the process. You just like the idea of being fit. And the big reason why people think they aren't seeing any results is because of two things. They weigh themselves each and every day, and they focus only on the weight scale. They ignore all other signs of fat loss. First of all, fat loss doesn't go in a straight line. Your weight will go up, then down, then it will stall and drop again. And that's completely normal. Daily weigh-ins mess with your head, and you're reacting emotionally instead of logically. Also, the weight scale isn't the only sign that you're losing weight. Pay attention to your face. Is it slimmer? Pay attention to your waist. Do your pants feel looser? Pay attention to your energy. Do you feel any better? Those are the real signs of fat loss. If you want to track your weight using a weight scale, weigh yourself every week on the same day and the same time. And track it for at least 8 weeks. That's how you get reliable information. And you can start today because I made a simple weight tracker. Download it for free in the description and use it properly. Listen, stop beating yourself up. If you eat a bit more than you have planned, or you miss a workout, don't talk yourself down on it. Try to fix it with the very next meal or the very next workout. Because if you talk trash to yourself, that will turn one mistake into a full spiral. So stop being your own toxic friend and simply ask yourself what happened, why did it happen, and what am I changing next time? The world today makes it hard for us to stick to anything. Discipline almost seems like a thing of the past. And this next advice is something I simply don't hear enough. All of us are dealing with a dopamine problem. We scroll all day, we get notifications, and it fries your brain. And when food shows up, you don't choose, you simply react. I really want to encourage you to keep your phone away as much as possible. Use that time to do things that will bring you forward. Find a hobby, go for a walk, do something that will help you achieve your goals. If you want real fat loss advice from someone that's been through it, someone who is not afraid to be honest, and will say what's needed to get you moving, make sure to like my video and subscribe to my channel. My name is Adi, see you next time.